Roger is thinking, and I'm gonna have them look at the transmission again. I don't care what those morons say, it's still not shifting right. They better not try to blame it on the cold weather this time. What cold weather? It's 87 degrees out, and this thing is shifting like a garbage truck. And I paid those incompetent thieving cretins $600. And Elaine is thinking, he's angry, and I don't blame him. I'd be angry too. I feel so guilty putting him through this, but I can't help the way I feel. This is not true. And Roger is thinking, they'll probably say it's only a 90-day warranty. That's exactly what they're going to say, scumballs. And Elaine is thinking, maybe I'm just too idealistic, waiting for a knight to come riding up on this white horse when I'm sitting right next to a perfectly good person, a person I enjoy being with, a person I truly do care about, a person who seems to truly care about me, a person who is in pain because of my self-centered schoolgirl romantic fantasy. And Roger is thinking, warranty? They want a warranty? I'll give them a warranty. I'll take their warranty and stick it. Roger, Elaine says aloud. What? Says Roger, startled. Please don't torture yourself like this, he says, her eyes beginning to brim with tears. Maybe I should never have. Oh, I feel so. She breaks down, sobbing. What? Says Roger. I'm such a fool, Elaine sobs. I mean, I know there's no knight. I really know that. It's silly. There's no knight and there's no horse. There's no horse, says Roger. You think I'm a fool, don't you? Elaine says. No, says Roger, glad to finally know the correct answer. It's that I need some time, Elaine says. There's a 15-second pause while Roger, thinking as fast as he can, tries to come up with a safe response. Finally, he comes up with one that he thinks might work. Yes, he says. Elaine, deeply moved, touches his hand. Oh, Roger, do you really feel that way? She says. What way? Says Roger. That way about time, says Elaine. Oh, says Roger. Yes. Elaine turns to face him and gazes deeply into his eyes, causing him to become very nervous about what she might say next, especially if it involves a horse. At last, she speaks. Thank you, Roger, she says. Thank you, says Roger. Then he takes her home and she lies on her bed, a conflicted, tortured soul, and weeps until dawn. Whereas when Roger gets back to his place, he opens a bag of Doritos, turns on the TV, and immediately becomes deeply involved in a rerun of a tennis match between two Czechoslovakians he never heard of. A tiny voice in the far recesses of his mind tells him that something major was going on back there in the car. But he's pretty sure there's no way he would ever understand what, and so he figures it's better if he doesn't think about it. This is also Roger's policy regarding world hunger. The next day, Elaine will call her closest friend, or perhaps two of them, and they will talk about the situation for 6 straight hours. In painstaking detail, they will analyze everything she said and everything he said, going over it time and time again, exploring every word, expression, and gesture for nuances of meaning, considering every possible ramifications. They will continue to discuss this subject off and on for weeks, maybe months, never reaching any definite conclusions, but never getting bored with it either. Meanwhile, Roger, while playing racquetball one day with a mutual friend of his and Elaine's, will pause just before serving, frown, and say, Norm, did Elaine ever own a horse? Well, I take back my Jesus, this is a long one that I said at the beginning. That was wonderful. A bit off topic, but a lovely respite from, if she looks at you, she likes you. Story 61. Considering the post from a few days ago that showed that obvious signals are indeed not obvious, I'm going to say unless they tell you up front, you won't know. Story 62. Talking about poop. Story 63. When they write to you and are overly obsessed with not being annoying, saying things like, I feel like I'm annoying you, I should stop, or am I being annoying, I can stop. Story 64. My buddy Larry on bath salts. Story 65. No normal behavior should be taken as absolute evidence of a crush. That's how people get in trouble / make trouble for themselves. People are both incredibly complex and can also be really dumb about how they present themselves. Ask yourself how many times you intended to put out some message or social cue and it was either completely ignored or you later realized the other person probably misinterpreted it. Or you could have expressed it better and assume you're going to be on the receiving end of that. And no, someone showing interest in you as a person doesn't mean they want to ride your wiener or lady wiener. Some people are just sociable. It's easy to forget that, as many of us are a bunch of weird internet social idiots. Wait a minute, are you telling me people and social interaction are nuanced and complicated and can't just be figured out like some dating sim? That's impossible! Story 66. He can launch 90 kilograms over 300